16/8 intermittent fasting is amazing for a whole plethora of reasons. In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 solid benefits of 16/8 intermittent fasting. Hi, my name's Laura Rimmer. I'm a natural health nutritionist and master certified ketogenic diet coach. I've been helping people all around the world to improve their diet and health for over 20 years. And if you're new here, welcome. Do hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to get notified of new videos each time I do one. And if you're returning, then welcome back. So 16/8 intermittent fasting, it's really quite a super tool to have in your arsenal of natural health strategies, shall we say. So I've been using intermittent fasting for many, many years as a marathon runner, as a non-marathon runner, just someone looking to improve diet and health. It's been amazing. And you only have to do a quick YouTube search to see whole hosts of other, not only nutritionists and dietitians and doctors, but many people's testimonies of how a 16/8 intermittent fast has really helped them. So let me tell you about 10 solid benefits, some of which you may have heard already, and I'm going to add my little kind of spin on it. Others may be new to you. So let's dive in. So the first benefit, which is not exactly health related, but it is definitely going to improve your lifestyle, and that is more time. It's strange because you wouldn't necessarily anticipate this up front if you've not tried 16/8 before, but you have more time. Think about it. If you're only eating within an 8-hour window, that leaves 16 hours of the day. All right, you're probably sleeping for 8 of them, but that leaves at the very least 8 or so hours where you're not thinking about food, you're not cooking food, you're not musing on food, you're not eating food. So it actually is very freeing. I have personally found that in the evenings, I just have more time, and because I have more time and I'm not focused on food, then I also just have more mental clarity, more freedom to do enjoyable things when I know that so for me, I intermittent fast between 9 and 5. My eating window is 9 to 5, and then I fast from 5. So I know that each evening after 5 p.m, the evening is free. I'm not thinking about cooking, eating. I can go out and do things. I can go for a walk and go and visit a friend. I can do some work, whatever I want to do. Then it just frees up a lot of time. Okay, benefit number 2 is that you become less hungry over time. Now, to start with, and people often think, oh my goodness, fasting for 16 hours a day, and am I going to be really hungry? Well, the reality is that you may be a bit hungry for maybe the first 1, 2, or 3 days, but pretty much after that, right through, for the rest of the time that you're doing intermittent fasting, then you'll actually feel less hungry. It's surprising, it's counterintuitive, but it's absolutely true. So when you fast for 16 hours of the day, it has amazing properties and amazing ability to regulate your hunger and satiety hormones, so ghrelin and leptin. And you will find that, so oftentimes I finish eating at 5, sometimes slightly before, sometimes slightly later. And I might feel, maybe on occasion, a bit hungry around, say, 8 or 9 p.m. Not often, but sometimes I do. But sure enough, the next morning, so when I look to start eating again at 9 a.m. or thereabouts, I'm often not hungry. Whereas you can bet your bottom dollar, if I'd have been eating, let's say I'd have gone out for a meal and finished eating around 8 or 9 p.m. the prior evening, by 9 a.m. the next day, my stomach will be grumbling and I will be hungry and ready to eat. But when you fast, then, as I say, it regulates your hunger satiety hormone, it balances your blood sugar, and you will feel less hungry. So, as I say, counterintuitive, but yeah, it's a real benefit of 16/8 intermittent fasting. So the third benefit is better sleep. When I finish eating early in the evening, then I sleep soundly, I sleep like a baby, much more so than if I'm eating later in the evening. So when your body is not digesting food and you're not thinking about food and you've had just time in the evening to relax rather than be eating, then you tend to sleep better. It improves the quality of your sleep as well, because your body is winding down earlier in the evening, because when you're eating, then that's keeping you in a sympathetic nervous system state of, you know, get up, go, eat, digest. Whereas you want to be in a parasympathetic state, which is rest, heal, relax in the evening. So by stopping eating earlier in the evening, then you are putting yourself into that parasympathetic state earlier, and you will find that as long as you're not super hungry, so in a big calorie deficit, then you will sleep really well. Number 4 is cellular detox. So 16/8 intermittent fasting helps your body to go into a state that I'm sure you've heard of, because every other intermittent fasting person talks about it, a state called autophagy, which is where your body really, in a really clever way, recycles and renews cells rather than what's called apoptosis, which is cell death. So it actually can salvage and reclaim and restore and renew and recycle, all the R's, your cells. So what does that do? Well, it promotes anti-aging. It promotes renewal rather than death of your cells. It promotes cleaning house, cellular detoxification, mitochondrial strengthening, mitochondrial better health, which means better energy. So yeah, cellular detox is a major benefit of 16/8. Number 5, you have 2 really enjoyable phases each day. So what do I mean by that? Well, you have a fasting phase and you have an eating phase. Kind of obvious, we're doing 16/8 fasting. But it's really lovely, rather than having just, like most people, they just eat, snack throughout the day and the evening, early morning, late evening, whenever is all an eating window. So you never actually get any kind of boundaries, if you like, with eating. You have clear boundaries, which gives you 2 really enjoyable phases. So you have a feasting phase or an eating phase, and then because you know that you're going to be restricting your eating window, so thereby the theory is, and it often pans out, that you're eating naturally less. So you may not be on and you may not want to do a really calorie restricted diet as well as intermittent fasting, but typically your body is able to burn more fat. You are able to lose weight, as so many people have with 16/8, because that eating window is smaller and your body's not constantly spiking insulin, blood sugar, you know, all out of whack. So you can enjoy your eating, you can eat freely. So whilst I avoid toxic foods, I avoid sugar, I avoid vegetable oil, I avoid wheat for the most part. I do eat healthy, I don't eat packaged foods, I eat organic most of the time. I can eat what I want. So for example, today I've had beef sausages, I've had an egg and vegetable stir fry, I've had cream, I've had butter, I've had butter coffee with my breakfast. I have had, what else? I made a wonderful white bean and coconut sugar, raisin and coconut cake. It was delicious. I had a big slice of that. So you can really enjoy your food. And then I know that when I finish eating at 5, that's my hard stop with my food. And then I'm going to enjoy my fasting phase, where I'm free of thinking about food. I've enjoyed the food for the day. I'm now out of that eating mode and my mind is focused on other things. And I enjoy actually the feeling of fat burning that comes after a prolonged period of fasting. So benefit number 6 of 16-8 intermittent fasting, which goes along with the enjoyment of the fasting phase, is you go into a fat burning mode. So you naturally will lose weight. Many people lose weight, lose fat, inches around their waist typically, by doing a 16-8 intermittent fast. And it kind of feels like effortless. It doesn't really feel like you're not being deprived, you're not starving yourself, you are literally just eating and enjoying your food and then stopping eating you know, for most of the day, most of your 24 hours, which is what our ancestors have done for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years. It's how we're designed by God to eat. We're not supposed to be eating all the time, snacking, eating loads of, you know, different meals and too much. So yes, you will find that you'll naturally lose weight. Number 7, so it's kind of like you will be following a ketogenic diet without following a ketogenic diet. Okay, so because you are not eating for an extended period, so after about 12 hours, then you will be in nutritional ketosis, which is where your body switches from burning carbohydrates to burning fat, which is converted to ketones in the liver. And so, yeah, all of the benefits of a ketogenic diet, which are autophagy, less hunger, easy ability to lose weight, hormone balance, metabolic flexibility, whole host of other benefits, cellular detox, cellular renewal, more oxygen available for your body, better brain health, sharper brain, the list goes on. You'll be able to get those benefits without actually following a very low carb, high fat ketogenic diet, which personally I've been coaching a ketogenic diet in my Keto Life program and Keto 1 course for many years. I love it. I've seen many of my clients have wonderful results following a ketogenic diet, but you can get a lot of the benefits of keto by intermittent fasting and still enjoying some carbohydrate-rich foods. Which brings me on to benefit number 8 of 16-8 fasting, which is metabolic flexibility. So what does that mean? It means the ability to burn both carbs but also fat for fuel. Many people are just burning carbs most of the time because they're eating too much carbs. So when we give our body a break from digesting and eating for 16 hours in the day, then your body will naturally switch to burning fat via ketones made in the liver, as I've just mentioned, and that will give you this metabolic flexibility, the ability to burn either carbs or fat rather than just being dependent on carbs. And when that's the case, then you get hangry when you don't eat for a few hours. Whereas when you are training your body to burn ketones, you can go 16 hours without eating comfortably, not even hungry, feeling good, losing weight effortlessly. Benefit number 9 is a 16-8 intermittent fast helps you to eat more healthy foods. When you're fasting for this period of time, it just naturally encourages you to choose wiser foods rather than eating all day every day and kind of anything goes. Because you are applying a level of discipline, self-control, as I've mentioned, you are regulating your hunger and satiety hormones, you are burning ketones, so you're not going to be like super hungry wanting sugar-rich foods, then naturally, and it might take a little bit of time, might take a week or two or a few, but you will be drawn to healthier foods. So for example, breaking your fast with a protein-rich kind of breakfast, eating greens, non-starchy vegetables, healthy fats, good proteins, rather than sugar, crisps, breads, those type of things. And the final benefit of 16-8 intermittent fasting is a sense of achievement. You know, it's not a small thing to be able to choose to fast for 16 hours a day. And if you do that 5 days a week, and I know many people that have done that for years. I myself in my 20s did that, so eating between 9 and 5 for good 5 years or so, probably. And I've recently, in my 40s, I'm getting back into it in a more intentional way again now. And each time I've enjoyed it. I've had all of the benefits mentioned in this video, but I've had a deep-seated sense of achievement through asserting myself and sticking to my goal and enjoying the process, enjoying the results, enjoying the free time, enjoying the metabolic flexibility, the weight loss, all of those things. So go and try 16-8 intermittent fasting. If you want some help, if you want to understand this and other good principles of diet and health more, then please feel free to check out my website at laurarimmer.com. If you want to have a free keto alkaline foods list, then please go to ketolifetime.com. And do drop me an email if you want, and I'd be happy to help you. I coach one-to-one. I also run group courses, my Health for Life 12-week group coaching course, which is starting now. So you're welcome to join us. You can find out more details of these things at laurarimmer.com. So for now, I'll see you soon in another video, and yeah, have a good day.